Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to launch the Victorian Socialist Party. You know him, you love him. Steve Jolly, I have known for 20-odd years. He is a man of the people. He is a man of commitment. The reason there are so many people here tonight is because of Steve and Sue and Colleen and how well they are loved and respected.
We have had so much momentum with this campaign since we announced this project in February. But tonight, when I look around this room, that's when I think we can win this.
Massive turnout. This is fantastic.
But we believe the Victorian Socialists, our candidates here now, that when they are elected, which I believe they will be, strongly, that's why we are this crowded here. I personally wasn't expecting to be that crowd, to be honest. But it is, which gives me more hope that we're going to have genuine, honest representative in the parliament that who will speak fearless about the problems in the community, regardless what's going to happen to them.
For me, it's very exciting because I think we have a chance to actually win this one.
I think now the times are crying out to have a socialist elected to Parliament.
I think it's about time that there was something different in politics in Victoria, well, and in Australia.
We need a workers' voice, a socialist voice, to put up the things that we really need, public housing, education, etc.
Big issues we're running on is we want to resolve the issue of public housing and build 50,000 new public housing units. We also want to cap rents so that landlords can't escalate the price of rent sky high.
Public transport is a basic human right accessed by people in every suburb of Melbourne, and law and order for bosses, that they have to implement basic industrial law and look after their workers. They're the three big issues that we're running on, and obviously a socialist explanation of every issue of the day.
There's lots and lots of things that people desperately want to rebuild in our communities, but they're constantly told that money's not there, and yet profits are soaring year after year. And to have a socialist constantly putting the case that if we tax big business, if we levied business, actually the wealth is there to build a decent society for everyone.
Workers need a voice in the parliament because, as I said, main two parties won't support you.
I'm just here because I can't vote Labor anymore.
Well, the Labor Party have walked away from working people for the last 20 or 30 years. Not only have they fallen asleep on the wheel, they've actually been advocates and perpetrators of the neoliberal experiment that's been a disaster for working people.
As a unionist, I think it's time we had a left political wing for the movement.
The major two capitalist parties, we don't see any alternative for the working class.
And from my point of view, the Socialists are the one party that don't have dirt on their hands in this sort of stuff. Liberal and Labor have abandoned public housing for decades. It's time for new ideas.
And also, just to put a different view and a different analysis of society out there, I think that's really important to give people a different insight and, hold people to account.
And we want to take the energy industry back into public hands so that we can do the shift to 100% renewable energy through a publicly owned energy system.
And I think that's very important to have a presence in mainstream electoral politics because, the right wing around the world have been making big strides both in terms of movements and in terms of getting positions in Parliament. And it's very important to have a working class socialist alternative to that.
The left and workers are stronger when we come together. This is the most exciting political project we've seen in Victoria for a long time.
Join us. Become an ambassador for this campaign. And over the next 196 days, help us make the long overdue political breakthrough that we've been waiting for such a long time and take socialism in Australia to the next level. And as our banner said on Wednesday at the rally, if you don't fight, you lose. Thank you very much.